Hello, my name's Alan Gibson. I'm an LNER driver based at Edinburgh Waverley, and today I'm taking this train from Glasgow Central to Edinburgh Waverley. So hop on board and we'll get on our way. Glasgow Central is the larger of the two main stations in Glasgow and is the busiest in Scotland. It has 15 platforms on the high level and 2 low level platforms. As we depart Glasgow Central, the speed is 15 miles an hour. It was originally called Gordon Street Station before changing to Glasgow Central. The original Glasgow terminus station was south of the River Clyde at Bridge Street. In 1879, Sir William Arrol and his company were commissioned to design a bridge to be built across the River Clyde and relocate the station to its present location. They went on to build the most iconic railway structure in the UK, the Forth Rail Bridge. On the right is the now closed Glasgow Central Signalling Centre, which opened in January 1961 and closed in December 2008, when it was transferred to the new West of Scotland Signalling Centre in Cowlairs, Glasgow. Also to the right of the signal box you will see the lines to the Ayrshire coast. On both sides of the track you will see Palmedy train depot, where our train stabled overnight, to be cleaned and prepared for our journey today. On the left is the old Rulligan station, which was relocated to its new position on the Argyll line, which was opened by Her Majesty the Queen in 1979. As we approach Newton Junction and station on our right, you can see the old signal box, which was closed in 1973 when it was transferred to Motherwell Signalling Centre, which we will pass later. After Newton, the speed increases to 90 miles an hour all the way to Motherwell Station. We are now approaching the Clyde Viaduct, which was opened in 1849. As we approach our first station stop, Motherwell, we will cross over the first of 5 level crossings on our route, which is Logan's Road Level Crossing. And to the right is another iconic landmark for Motherwell locals, the Motherwell Bridgeworks Water Tower. The Motherwell Bridgeworks Engineering Company built much of Glasgow Central Station and the bridge over Argyll Street, known as the Healing Man's Umbrella. And they also built the impressive Dome Sphere at Dounreay Nuclear Plant in Caithness. Motherwell Station is currently being upgraded in a £14.5 million development. As we leave Motherwell, on our right is the now closed Motherwell Signalling Centre, which also became part of the West of Scotland Signalling Centre in December 2019. As we approach Law Junction, we pass over the old Garry&Gill Junction, which would take you to the Costain Works, where they made concrete sleepers for use on the railway. It closed in 2000. The branch line was also used to stable the Royal train overnight when it was in the west of Scotland. We are now approaching Cleghorn level crossing, which gives road access to the market town of Lanark on our right. Also on our right is Ravenstrother transfer station, which was primarily used to transfer coal from the Ayrshire open cast mines onto rail wagons for power stations. It was mothballed when coal-fired power stations was phased out, but was recently reopened by a local quarry which now supplies ballast for track renewals nationwide. Castair Station is a major junction station on the West Coast Main Line, situated close to the point at which the lines linking London Euston, Edinburgh and Glasgow meet. Due to the old track layout, the speed reduces dramatically here from 100 miles an hour down to 15 miles an hour, but picks up onto the Cobenshaw line. This is where we leave the West Coast Main Line and join the Cobenshaw line towards Mid-Calder and Edinburgh. After we pass over Auchengrey level crossing, we start our climb up to the top of the Cobenshaw, which is the highest point in this route at 1,000 feet above sea level, and where Cobenshaw Reservoir is situated in the Pentland Hills to our right. The reservoir was built to supply the Union Canal. We are now on our descent and we cross Linhouse Viaduct heading towards Mid-Calder Junction and the outskirts of Edinburgh. As we approach Slateford, you will see the Slateford Aqueduct on our right, which carries the Union Canal and has 8 arches and spans 500 feet over the water of Leith. It opened in 1822. We are now approaching Haymarket Station at 40 miles an hour, which is our next station on our route. Haymarket is a major commuter and long-distance destination serving much of Scotland to Fife and Glasgow, as well as the suburban lines to the east. It is the 7th busiest station in Scotland. As we depart Haymarket, we enter the Haymarket tunnels and exit into the Princes Street Gardens at 20 miles an hour, which is watched over by the mighty Edinburgh Castle on our right and Princes Street Gardens on our left, which hosts the German market at Christmas and the Hogmanay celebrations. We have now arrived into Edinburgh Waverley. at Edinburgh Waverley. Hope you enjoyed your journey with us and hope to see you on board again in the future.